This video takes from understanding someone's emotion and then seeing anger from a different perspective and then breaking free from the resistance that anger is causing. So you realize it's a very busy day and you see there's a whole lot of things to do in your day, and someone comes up or you have a fight with your friend or your partner or something really sad happens, and then what happens is you basically start to fall off and slack off and you feel very anxious. If that's happening to you, then watch this video. Basically, anger is a human emotion, and the right way to express the human emotion makes you safe. Because things such as lust, happiness, sadness are all human emotions, and if any of these are more in number, it leads to destruction. And I only fixed everything of this myself by questioning myself, and all of this video is about questioning yourself and seeing what the reality is, what really the systems are, and how can you implement those systems to have more anger control in your life and basically be more productive even if things go wrong. Ideally, anger is causing a high blood flow, and that leads to wrong decisions or you're unable to take decisions. You see, research tells that anger causes high risk-taking behavior, which comes from too much stress, because when you're angry you have too much stress. You have this illusion of increased control. You're more twisty, you want to control things, you feel like you're more in control even though you're angry, but you're not sure, right? And you make impulsive decisions and you become more impulsive as a whole. Whereas sadness reduces risk taking. You have this behavior of reduced risk taking, and then you are over conscious, you're very fearful in a way that you wouldn't want to do this or that, and that leads to avoidance of opportunities. Anything of too much is not good. Now here's the catch: anger leads to fast decision making, but that fast decision making is ideally wrong decision making. What you need to do is basically channel that decision making or the swiftness of your anger into something, particularly a task which is just a task. Find things that needs to be done and just get it right away, and push the things which needs more rigorous thinking, right? This idea about anger having a high risk taking behavior implies that if anger is regulated, your decision making can actually be improved, because it creates a stimulus of drive. You just need to do something, you just need to take a revenge. Like, how do you get rid of the inner torment or resistivity? Our second point of discussion, and that is the gateway to emotional regulation. So here you have anger, and that's okay. And now here is your graph of productivity, or like your focus. You have an unrest in your heart. You just feel, oh my god, I wish I could concentrate more. You're thinking about all negative things. You're thinking about how he or she have hurted you. You're thinking about how to focus, but you're not really able to focus. You're thinking about, man, I just want to get that revenge. You're so much hurt, and what to do about it? Ideally, research says that you can do two things, which I'll teach you: reappraisal and then perspective change. Perspective change works the best. You have inner grief inside you, the grudge, the hurt, the spicy thing in your heart. This is a human emotion. Let's admit it, I get a lot of angry all times. Your inner grief is ideally not satisfied. You have this portion of, I wish this is an end, because you're feeling so much lost and you're over the cliff. You know how you feel angry, my friends. So because you need to take revenge, or you need to express your anger. Let's say you need to express your anger. Take 20 minutes aside. Like, forget about tasks. You're gonna save more time in the end. And do anything except self-harm. Rage, not in front of anyone. Write, retreat, like, be neutral. That's the thing. Because in those 20 minutes, if you're thinking about work, you're not really being recovered. Rather, intentionally, yes, intentionality matters. Use that to stay idle from any thinking of doing any work, or really like thinking about anything. Like, ask yourself questions. Why am I angry? How can this be fixed? More of these are later in this video. You feel like you need to take revenge. What can you really do? Is the revenge going to cost more or less in the future? Because I'm assuming that you are angry because of someone who you are very close with, or because of something that matters to you a lot. Don't get angry at things that you don't much care. Literally build into that habit whenever you're angry. I'm also trying myself, and it takes a bit of time, but self-questioning yourself at every possible step, guys, is the best thing that I'm doing. And once you get into the habit, you will automatically assess a lot of different things in life in the way of self-asking yourself. That makes you more conscious as a human being. And that creates a loophole of regret. What you're gonna do? Take 20 minutes, Have a bit of alone time. Don't think about work. Let the work go to. The idea is getting back to track, not getting on track right now. This is acceptance. This is universe. You need to embrace universal acceptance to be able to move forward with confidence and as well, really clarity, because you're stressed out. Things are going wrong, and that's fine as well. But you need to step aside, take a moment, accept that things have gone wrong a bit. That will allow you to move forward with more consciousness. If you understand this, you technically understand reappraisal and perspective change. But this time investment is going to A, save more time, B, create more conscious version of you, 3, control your anger, C, keep your productive outflow working like a charm. What is it? Whenever you detect a drop in a concentration, pain, heart, like something like that, you're feeling rage. Whenever you feel one of these, the step one would be to write your emotions. Plus, why are you feeling those emotions? Write it. Scratch pad, journal, whatever. Write it. It's gonna take 30 seconds. Write it. I know it sounds cheesy like those quizzy tips on YouTube, but write it. And step 2, write your logic as to why the other person or situation is wrong. Write your logic why he or she is wrong. Okay, now you write about your own logic in the first step, kind of, and then to the second logic. And thirdly, ask yourself, can you do something about it? If the answer is yes, then why worry about it? If the answer is no, then why worry about it? Because both of these breaking downs literally show my last videos teaching, or like the before videos teaching, that universe controls over you, and acceptance comes whenever you accept, and that acceptance leads you to more productivity. This shows that regardless if it's yes or no, worrying will not get you anywhere. If it's a yes, you can fix it, then fix it. If it's a no, then you have to bear it. Does worrying about it change any of the fact? I know you guys know this, but we don't really think about this whenever we are in the moment, right? You literally can write, is grieving over it now helping me? The answer is gonna be no. You have to write it, and that has helped me. I'm talking about things that have helped me personally. At the same time, on a different perspective, this works the best. Okay, this is something that research emphasizes a lot. For example, you have a tight deadline and you feel overwhelmed. This is something that ChatGPT gave a lot of different scenarios as well. Emotional reaction: you feel paralyzed, anxious, and start procrastinating. Instead of seeing stress as a threat, you reframe it as a performance enhancer. See how the shift changes? Research literally tells that seeing things from a different perspective boils down the pain a less, and then creates more meaningful mindset that allows you to be more productive. Yeah, and then just after that, you could take like 5 minutes of break. And these are the things that are gonna build your habit, and the rest of it is gonna be something out of your own. Whenever you're trying to ask yourself a lot of self-logical, hypothetical questions, what happens is you'll get to know more about you, more about your personality, and you will know what makes you happy, what makes you productive, and what makes you cool, chill, and what makes you angry as well. That self-identification process is something that may be lacking in your life, but you can really do it if you get into the habit. Now, here was a research paper that I read from cognitive behavior theory of regulating anger and sadness on decision making. Now, here's the thing. You and there's universe. Acceptance creates harmony. What acceptance? Acceptance that universe has a lot of things to do that you don't have any control about. And that harmony leads to peace, right? And that allows you to take a step back and take a moment. And that you taking every step defines you in life. And that every step you're taking on a stair, every stair is a place to define your capability and control. The step is something that you take, and the stairs are something, is the medium of where you can define your own capability and control and how you proceed with things. And what happens here is that hence you walk in life with more thinking and consider perspectives that tell the real pursuit. All you need is self-reflection, understanding yourself, seeing a different perspective, and then knowing the reality and acceptance. This loophole creates more consistent, proper outflow in your work system, reduces your anger, and makes you a better, more conscious, and happier person. Till that, see you in the next video. Bye-bye.